Boys, it is Tuesday the 23rd of September and I've just cracked the code to mine and your success. I've got a sales call in 10 minutes. I had a mental breakdown the other day because I was wondering how am I going to get paid, and that forced a new gear out of me, and it's like everything's just come together in this alchemy where I am solidifying my success so far into the future. If you guys are new to the channel, my name's Hassan Amin Khan. I've run a sales agency over the past 2 years and I was in the process of closing that down. I'm now coming on social media and I want to help other guys reach their fullest potential and lock in their mindset, their habits, their nutrition, their training, everything that it takes to become successful. Not just like one of these gurus that's going to be like, follow my one business model and you're going to be a trillionaire. Like, I've been through so much development in my life, from going from a drug addict for like 8 years to finding God again, to getting my life completely on track, to starting a successful agency, then losing everything, going to crap, being broke for a year, to now optimizing my lifestyle and routines to the point where I can really chase my success. But the biggest thing I realized is I was optimizing too much to the point where it was taking away from my work. And we get caught in this loop of like, you want everything to be perfect. So I planned out a perfect morning routine. I was waking up at 4 a.m. every day, which I still do. But because I was doing that and I was focusing less on the work and I was focusing more on optimization, I was getting less work done. Because I was like, oh yeah, well, if I wake up at 4 a.m. then it's fine. Everything else needs to be slower. Because I was trying to take all of the lessons that shot me in the foot from running my sales team and apply them to who I am now. So I thought in my head that working relentlessly was a bad thing. But it's not. It's the relentless work that moves us forward. So the other day, I realised I've got £2,200 in my bank account, which will cover my rent and not even all of my bills for the month, because now I've adjusted to making 5 figures every month and I didn't know where my next paycheck was coming from. So I had a full-on panic attack. I've got to pay rent, I've got to pay for my parents, I've got so many expenses now. And when my back was against the wall, I realised, right, I now have to find out how to eat. Running that sales agency, we were the best in the country, and I developed a training course that literally, like, that's what made our team so successful. We were generating millions a week in revenue. So I had the bright idea, inspired by a friend, to sell that training course. I sent 20 outbound DMs yesterday and now I've got 3 sales calls booked for today. I woke up at 4 a.m. today and I felt like I've got this fire reignited. Like, I've got so much work to do. Like, my task list today was so rampacked. I've got loads of stuff that I've got to work through. I've just done my Arabic lesson. I had to prep chicken within 5 minutes of doing the lesson and then hop on these calls. And it's like I was on the Arabic lesson, and because I was still adopting the whole frameworks that I was using in the following the weeks leading up to this, I did my homework on ChatGPT. And in the lesson I was struggling, and my teacher, he knew that I was using ChatGPT. He knew that I hadn't learnt it. So I felt like an idiot. I felt stupid. And it's at that point I just clicked. I was like, these past few months, I've focused solely on optimization, but just because of the output I've done this morning, where I've sent the DMs and now I've got the sales calls booked and I've just done everything fast, coupled with my 4 a.m. wake up, coupled with everything that I've been talking about in optimizing my routine and praying harder and all of these things, I realized I'm such a beast. I can get so much work done than I ever thought was possible, but I've just been delaying it. So over the past few months, I've been focusing on the optimization form of my life, which is necessary. You need the early morning wake up to fuel your growth, but you have so much more potential on your plate than you even realize in the amount of work you can do. Don't limit yourself to doing less things. We need to be super aggressive at every stage of our life. That's the biggest thing that I had going for me last year. I had the aggression to go and conquer my work, but I didn't have the routines and I didn't have the habits and I didn't go to the gym and I didn't have my nutrition and all of those things. So I was successful in the business, but nothing else. And that's why the business didn't yield me all of the results I wanted. That's why we had supply constraints. That's why I had people coming for my spot, because I wasn't the man. I was only good at that. So now that I've got the routine, I've got the habits, and I'm fitting it around the gym, I'm fitting around my nutrition, coupled with this sheer aggression to conquer every single realm of my life, I'm a different beast. I can see the vision. I've just made this journal, like, just completely pinpointing everything that I've been doing wrong up until now, but I feel like the alchemy's all come together. So, boys, the whole point of this video is like a bit of a schizophrenic, psychotic rant, but there's two things that are going to move us forward. One, optimization, and two, aggression. You need to win the mornings every single day to fuel yourself with that relentless focus and with that drive, and you start your day before everybody else so that you've already stacked the wins up to go and crush your competition out of the water. They're still sleeping and you've already won. So the morning routine, I wake up, I drink a litre of water, I go do my push-ups, I go hop in the cold shower, then I pray to Allah for about an hour, honestly, because I pray the prayer in the last third of the night, then I go to the mosque to pray the prayer in congregation, I read my Quran, I give that time to him so that he looks after me, and I feel like that's what's helped me get this realization. Then once I've done that, I'm either going to the gym for cardio to further elevate my frequency and get me in the best shape, and then I'm going to go sit down at my work. But because I've done that so succinctly this morning and I've had all these epiphanies, it's all come together. So that's the morning part, that's the optimization part. Then when it comes to your work, because you've lined yourself so well up in the morning already, there should be so little friction between you and getting a task done. And you need to overestimate what you can do in a day, because the one thing that was holding me back is I was trying to do less, and when I was trying to do like content all day, it limited my focus, it limited my creativity, it limited doing less things. Like it didn't help my mindset. And I might come back on another video and say that maybe I do need to do less, but overestimate the things that you can get done and underestimate the time you can do them in, because when you give yourself like short time frames to do things, you find out how to fit everything in. Like in between my Arabic lesson, I went and prepped my chicken in like 5 minutes. I made a few Instagram stories talking about it, and it gave me so much more fuel and energy to go and do my Arabic lesson. Now I've got this sales call in 3 minutes. I'm filming this video, and I'm going to go hop onto that with even more energy. So the more things that you can do, the more momentum you build. But they don't want to be shallow things. They want to be things that are going to move you forward. Hopefully I can inspire people with this video. Hopefully I can go close this deal. Then after I've closed the deal, inshallah, then I'm going to eat my food. Then I'm going to hop on another call. Then I'm going to go to the gym. And it's this momentum that we have to ride off. You're so much more capable to do things in your day than you realize. But it's about having that optimization and then using the aggressive energy to use the momentum to push you forward in your life. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll probably make another video once I've cooled down a bit. But these are the two pillars I know that are going to help us move forward and hold us to that standard of excellence. No more wasting time. No more just trying to do the optimal everything. Just focus on winning the morning and use that energy and aggression to go and win your day. And I promise you, that vision of who you're going to become in the future becomes so much clearer, and you're going to provide so much impact to everyone around you. You can actually show up and prove all those people wrong. You can show up and be that shining role model for your family. You can show up and envision the man that you're going to be with all the material things, yes, but you're actually going to be a man of value because you're staying true to God, you're staying true to your standards, you're staying true to your habits, and you're not going to be another fat broke in the mind millionaire that's just compensating with everything with his money. You're going to be fully complete, because the gym session that I do now is going to be with more focus, because I know I'm the man up here. I'm the man up here. I've won the morning. I've won the daily work. I've won that. It's the progress and the productivity that actually makes us satisfied at every level. And I've never felt more good than when I'm in these states where I'm knocking down every single thing in my life. Let's crush it, boys. Keep pushing.